Okay, so I'm back. And I reviewed, and what I was talking about was my coughing fits and what's been happening lately. And it's kind of freaking me out. So, does anyone know how to keep bra straps from falling down? Seriously, I'm always having to pull on mine. Not to mention that with all this swelling, my bras don't even fit properly anymore. They're like choking me to death. Anyways, getting away from that. As you can see, I'm a little bit in better spirits today, and I'll explain why in a minute. Even though I'm very frustrated with some other things right now. So what's been happening is like I'll be coughing and coughing, and it doesn't even have to be for very long, and I get a sharp pain in both sides of my chest. Excuse me. Whoa. I've been eating Timbits. Yes. We love Tim Hortons over here. I don't know if anyone in the U.S. has Tim Hortons, but Tim Hortons is like our Krispy Kreme. But I gotta be honest, as much as I love Tim Hortons, and I know I'm getting away from what I was talking about, but as much as I love Tim Hortons, I love Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme is like, it's like a godsend of donuts. And yet, they were here, they brought it to Canada, and it didn't go over. They all closed down. And so now I can't get Krispy Kreme. Come on, how can you not like a donut that is jam-packed with filling? Oh, my favorite was the apple cinnamon. It was packed with apples in there, man. Covered in cinnamon. Not to mention, when you go to Krispy Kreme, you're waiting in line and they give you a free donut while you're waiting. A free donut! And it's good! And it's right off the conveyor belt. And it's like warm and gooey and Krispy Kreme. I want it back. But Tim Hortons does just as well. Gotta love the Tim Hortons Timbits. Now these I think are jelly filled. Good. Anyway, it's gooping everywhere. So anyway, very nice. These chest pains, one on each side, and then this is the part that I don't like. I get like a pins and needle feeling that shoots from the base of my neck down my back to my waist, and from my shoulder all the way down to my wrist. And it's like a pins and needles feeling. And even once I stop coughing, I still feel it for like a minute or two after. So I don't like that. So that and the diarrhea and this weird skin bump rash thing, I'm going to go and try and get in to see my doctor, my rheumatologist, sooner than my scheduled appointment. Like I'm not supposed to see her till December now, and I don't want to wait that long because of these things. And to go along with the breathing stuff, like I can't wait for November because I get to finally do the in-depth breathing test and the walking test. And I haven't done a walking test since 2003. And in 2003, it showed that my oxygen levels dropped when I was walking. So I'm just really curious to see if that's happening again, because I personally wouldn't be surprised if it is, because the shortness of breath it's almost all the time when I'm walking. So that's that. Now, another frustration is that when I went to the lupus support group, we got free t-shirts. We got the leftover walk a block for lupus t-shirts, and it has, I gotta show you, it's really cool. I'm not gonna strip, don't worry. It has on the back, I don't know if you can see it, it has like facts about lupus, like it tells you what it is and what the symptoms are and stuff like that. And unfortunately, most people couldn't even see it today because I had to wear my sweater. It was a little chilly. But there it goes again. But I was wearing it, and it's my new shirt, and I love it. And I picked up Riley, who doesn't really like to be picked up and cuddled, but he'll tolerate it for a few minutes. And he wanted down, and he put a hole. He put a hole in my brand new shirt that I like. Of course. He puts a hole in everything. Cats. Cats. But you gotta love them. And, here is some sweet justice. I am thrilled to share this piece of information with you guys. And call me mean, but I love it. It's karma at its best, I tell you. I found out yesterday that Kyle's mother was fired from her job on Monday. Love it. Love it. Karma. I mean, I've never seen it work any better than that. She drops me like I've done nothing for her, all because I don't have enough energy and don't want to do the nanny share that she wants to do. And she gets fired from her job a week later. Oh, I love it. I love it. I think it's great. And her thing was, well, when she told me, usually I would have said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I just said, oh, wow. What more could I say? What I really wanted to say to her was, karma's a bitch, ain't it? Oh. But of course, she probably is a little bit too dense to see the irony in it all. And I know it doesn't help my situation any, but at least it gives me a little bit of satisfaction. I just love it. And her whole thing was like, well, that happens. It happens a lot in the advertising field. And, you know, she just said that they told her that it wasn't a good fit anymore. It's like, sure, it happens a lot in advertising. You just keep telling yourself that. So because of that, I have been getting out of work early every day this week, like at about 6 o'clock or sometimes earlier. And she told me she's still going to be paying me till 7, even though I get out early. So it's been great because this is the first week that Alex is on the late shift, and so I have to make dinner for myself. And I couldn't imagine getting home at 8 o'clock and having to do that. So it's been really good because I've been able to get dinner and eat dinner, earlier than usual. So I really like that. And then it's giving me more time in the evening to work on rooting. Now, I finally finished this head. And this is going to freak you out because it doesn't have a body yet, but I just have to show you. This is the Avery kit. And I made her blonde because I had never made a blonde baby before. And I used golden blonde. And I don't know if I particularly like this kind of blonde. I think I would have liked something paler because it's a little bit yellow. But it's okay, I guess. And I did manage to do a pretty good job on the swirl. So I just have to give her a magnetic pacifier, and then she'll be ready to be put together. And now I'm working on the Tanner sculpt, and I'm getting really good at doing this one. Like, I'm trying to do thin newborn kind of hair, not thick like this one, not as thick, and it's turning out really good, I think. I can't wait to finish it, and I'm really hoping that since I've been, getting home early, I've found that I'm really doing it quickly, and I don't have too much left to do. So I'm just hoping by tomorrow night it'll be done, and then my plan is, if that happens, I'm going to spend all day on Saturday painting another kit, so that by Sunday I can start rooting that one. And hopefully then, because it's the long weekend, by the end of Monday I'll have it mostly all rooted, so that midweek hopefully it'll be done, because the doll show is on the 17th. And I've been applying to some part-time nanny jobs. There's been a few that are like 5 to 6 hours a day, a couple of days a week. And so what I've kind of been looking at is that, maybe work for one family that wants you on, say, like a Monday and Wednesday, and then work for another family for the rest of the week. And, the part-time hours I think would be better for me. And hopefully I can get a little bit of a better rate this time, considering I'm ECE. And then, I'm kind of hoping that maybe what I could do is a morning shift, so I get home good and early. And that way I can focus on my dolls and my Crystal's little monkeys business for the remainder of the day, just relaxing at home, and that way I can make a nice early dinner finally, because I don't think it's good that I'm eating. I've been eating at like 8:30 every night, and then going to bed like 2 hours to 3 hours later. Like, not really good to go to bed on a full stomach like that. So, this may be a blessing in disguise. Let's hope it all works out. I did get a response from one lady just now, who really was impressed by my resume. She's looking for someone, well, according to her ad, it was for 2 days a week, but she's thinking that her childcare needs may be changing. So she'll be starting to interview mid-October, and she definitely wants to meet me. But, I don't know now what the shifts would be. I'm hoping it'll remain the same as the job posting, which is 8:30 to 2:30. I think that would be perfect for me. And it's a young enough child that the child would have naps still in the afternoon, so that would give me a little bit of a break, I think. So I'm looking at that, and I'm just hoping that can work out. However, in the meantime, like, I know I can apply for EI, unemployment insurance, but it's going to take probably like till December or so before I even start getting money from that. So I'm just really hoping that, something turns up before then, and I can, do this, and that it'll work out. So, that's the news, nothing more. I'm going to go and watch this week's episode of Teen Mom on the website. Gotta love it. And Alex downloaded all 8 seasons of The Cosby Show for me, which I love. And so I've been watching that every night while I'm rooting. So after I watch Teen Mom, I will be watching The Cosby Show and doing rooting. Actually, I don't know if I'll have time to watch Teen Mom. It's already 20 after 8, and I was hoping to do lots of rooting. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.